Hey, how's it going? So in this video, I'm going to show you how to install a crown, no nails, visible. And if you don't want any nails visible, you want it to be easy, you need to purchase a crown that has this extra back piece. So we're going to use this piece to nail down into the cabinets, so you never see the nails. And at our miters, we're just going to glue them together with our TP10, and I'll show you how to do that as well, and how to find the angles on different size cabinets like these right here. I have two angles, they're going to be 22.5-degree angles, and on these that just have one angle in the corners, they're going to be 45-degree angles. So I'll show you how to do those cuts, and stay tuned. So every time we have two angles on a corner cabinet, automatically you should know they're 22.5-degree cuts from either the crown. So you measure from your wall to the corner of your cabinet. And right here I got 15 and an 8. On this side, I got exactly 15. And my face right here, in an inch, it's 17. So I got 15 and an 8, 17 inches, and 15 inches. So that's what I'm gonna do on the inside cuts of my crown, and I'll show you how to put it together. By the way, I want to say thank you for 250 subscribers. That's quite an accomplishment. I've been doing this as a hobby, really, but as soon as I see more traction on my videos, I'm definitely going to go more in depth with bigger projects, and I look forward to making a whole lot more videos. Thank you. So here on my no brand saw, I'm going to show you how to make those cuts on this crown. And we're going to try to leave a 1/2 inch from the edge of it. So we're going to leave that 1/2 inch right there. That's going to be our reveal all the way across. So whenever we make our measurements, we're going to use that 1/2 inch mark down to guide our cuts. So that's where they're going to start, that's where they're going to end. But also, whenever you're cutting crown, it's best to imagine as if you're on top of the cabinet, so you're looking down at it, so you know which way your miters will go. That's some advice I got from this other great carpenter, Lucas. So yeah. So because we're going to be cutting this upside down, I'm going to go ahead and mark my 15 inches for that right side. And I'm going to mark down or up 1/2 inch so you can see where you need to start your cut. So right here, I marked my 15 inches from the edge of my piece to the 15-inch mark. And then I marked the 1/2 inch up, and I know that my cut is going to go this way. And it's going to be a 22.5. So I'm going to lay down my miter saw, and whenever the shadow of my blade hits this little intersection piece, that's where I'm going to make the cut. It also helps if you put a 1-inch spacer on the bottom so that your cuts are straight. If you don't have a ground stop, it'll keep it from doing this on the fence. So as you can see right here, I'm going at 22.5 degrees. So there, it's my first cut. On my other side, I'm gonna do 15 and an 1/8. I'm gonna go ahead and clean up my edge. The manufacturer edge sometimes is really messy, so you gotta do a straight cut on it. Measure 15 and an 1/8. And then I'm gonna come down a 1/2 inch from the edge. Just like so. And it really helps if you know, mark the direction of the degree you want to go in. Again, 22.5 degrees on the miter. So now we have our left and our right. Now we have our left and our right pieces. Now we need to get our center piece, which is going to be 17 inches long. We're going to do a 22.5 cut on each side. So when measuring on an already angled piece, the best thing you could do is measure down your 1/2 inch. And when you get your tape right here, you want to burn 1 inch. So I'm going to line it up with my 1-inch mark, and I'm going to mark the other end at 18 inches instead of 17. That way it's a more precise mark. And this works on everything. I went ahead and measured down a 1/2 inch. mark the direction of my angle. I'm gonna shift this to the other side. Alright. That's our centerpiece. Now let's glue them together. Alright, well first off, we're gonna glue our left piece with our centerpiece using TP10. This is a spray. And this is the activator. So we add the activator to one side. I'm adding it on the left piece. That's 15 1/8 inches long. Just a thin line. Something like that is just fine. You don't want it to drip down because once it gets hard, it's gonna want to tear the paint away when you try to clean it off. So then you spray the centerpiece. And then you line up your corners, your edges. You bring it down gently because you know it's going to seal pretty fast. And try to keep it smooth, flush up on the bottom of it where I have my thumb. So let's see if it works. And I say we're pretty good. We'll go ahead and add some reinforcement just in case. Alright, so we add some activator on your right piece. That's 15 1/2, which is 15 inches long. Something like that is just fine. So depending on what material you're using, sometimes this will affect the color of the cabinets. But I've been doing this for these type of cabinets for a while now and we haven't had no issues. So if you have like a very thin or cheaper finish, you may see some discoloration if you overspray. But for the most part, you won't have a problem. Alright. So this is the top of our corner cabinet. It's all glued together. Now we're just going to nail it down with 1.5 inch nails. I'm going to nail it down on the face frame, the edges. Let me show you. Alright, so check it out. We got it all together. We can go ahead and nail it down. It makes it real easy when you can just set the crown on top of the cabinet. Not worry about having to fight it. Worry about falling sliding down as you're trying to put it on the face frame of it. So our corner is lined up with our angle cuts pretty good. That pretty much tells us that's where it's going to go. So it's going to go. Then we're going to nail it down. Alright, so you're on top of the cabinet. Basically, we're going to nail down in these spots right here. And we want to stay as close to the inside of the cabinet as possible so our nails don't come poking out on the face frame and ruin your cabinet. Let me knock off some glue that was left here on the top edge. You want to make sure everything is smooth. It's a smooth top. Good. Alright. So I'm going to stay as close as I can to the edge. Do you see that one? Alright, so that nail missed. So I need to get closer to me. That was much better. It's better if you have a miss and it goes on the inside of the cabinet instead of the outside. That way it'll never be seen. But from that point on, you already know how close to stay to the edge, which is pretty much center. You stay to the center of it. Good. This is how it looks like from the bottom. So a 1/2 inch reveal all the way around. It's pretty much what you want. And on the sides right here, you're gonna have 3/4 because of this inlay right here. So this is a 1/2 inch right here, and then it drops down a 1/4 inch because of the edge of the face frame of the cabinet. So you're gonna have 3/4 reveals on the sides.